So doesn't matter if your budget is around 35,000 rupees or 40,000 rupees. I have selected a list of phones to recommend to you guys. Doesn't matter you want to game on it or take amazing photos or videos. I have got you covered. And so starting right up with the current best devices under 35,000 rupees. And I'll be starting with the best gaming phone under 35,000 rupees. And it is none other than the iQOO Neo 9 Pro. And it's not just because it has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 coupled with a minimum of 8GB of LPDDR5X RAM and 128GB of UFS 3.1 storage. Yes, there's an UFS 4.01, but that's beyond 35,000 rupees. We'll talk about that later on. But also the reason is because this phone has a pretty decent set of cameras, especially the main camera, which can record till 4K 60fps or up to 8K 30fps. But that footage is okayish at best, and the rest of the cameras are average in terms of video recording, but photos are good enough for the price. But also the battery life and the display is pretty good for the price. Only downside being the build quality and the software. It's average at best. Again, it will be fine for most people, but nothing amazing. The 8/120G version of this one is available around 35,000 rupees, and this is the current best gaming phone for this price. But if you don't care much about gaming but want a really good camera, or basically the best camera phone for the price of 35,000 rupees or even under 40,000 rupees, then the Samsung S23 FE is for you. It has a 50 megapixel sensor with OIS as the main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle sensor, and a 8 megapixel 3S telephoto sensor with OIS, and a 10 megapixel front camera. And you could get some amazing photos as well as videos on this particular phone, and it can record up to 4K 60fps on basically all of the cameras and up to 8K on the main sensor, which is also pretty good. Yes, this phone has a thick bezel, but the display quality is really good, and also the heating and average battery life might be a problem for a lot of people, but I think for normal users it will be just fine. The current price of the 8/128G version of this phone is around 40,000 rupees, but don't buy this at that price. You could easily see this coming down to under 35,000 rupees very often during sales, so only buy it then, or maybe you could just wait for the BBT sales. Now if you're someone who values a more balanced type of phone where you can game and also use the cameras, then the Nothing Phone 2 is still a pretty decent option for the price. It has a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 coupled with 12GB of RAM and 256GB storage. Yes, there's a 8/120G version also, but don't get that one, get this one instead. It's better value for money right now. And so a pretty decent phone for gaming, and also the cameras are actually pretty good for the price. Yes, won't be like the S23 FE in terms of cameras or the iQOO Neo 9 Pro in terms of gaming, but it is somewhere between them. And also what it does have better than the S23 FE is a better display and also a way better software experience than the iQOO. The 12/256GB variant of this one costs around 35,000 rupees very often, and it's a pretty good deal if you wanted a good performance and a good set of cameras and one of the best software experiences out there. But you do have to buy a charger separately. But if you don't really care much about the raw performance, instead needs the best possible software experience with a good set of cameras, then you can check out the Google Pixel 7. Yes, it does have a 90Hz display. Yes, the performance is a little lacking behind as compared to other phones in this list, with some heating and network connectivity issues for some. But if you can look past through this, then the phone at the available price is actually a pretty decent option, especially for stock Android lovers and also camera lovers. You can game on this, but it will be okayish experience, but it can take really good photos and videos. The 8/120G version of this phone costs around 33,000 currently, and for that price it's a pretty good option in my opinion. But also you don't get a charger here too. Now if you can rank up your budget to around 40,000 rupees, I still think the iQOO Neo 9 Pro is the overall best gaming phone for the price. Yes, now you not only get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and 8GB of RAM, but also get the 256GB of UFS 4.0 storage. So the gaming experience will just become better. And again, the display or the battery life and even the cameras, especially the main camera, performs pretty good for the price as compared to other phones on this list. Yes, the build quality would be a bit more concerning for a lot of users now, as you are basically getting a plastic built phone at 40,000 rupees, and you do get the glassback version, but still it will feel cheap as compared to other phones on this list. But overall a good device, best in terms of gaming, and the 8/256GB version cost around 37,000 rupees. Now finding the best camera phone at 40,000 rupees can be a little tricky. You do get the Xiaomi 14CV, which is a pretty good phone. It has a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, which is actually a bit more powerful than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, with a minimum of 8GB of RAM and 256GB of UFS 4.0 storage. And also it has a good set of cameras, a 50 megapixel main camera with OIS, another 50 megapixel sensor with OIS as a telephoto lens, and an ultra wide angle sensor. And yeah, for the price it can take some really good photos and videos. But this one costs over 40,000 rupees, that is 43,000 rupees without any discounts. And also around the same price you will find the Samsung S23 at around 44,000 rupees or 45,000 rupees for its 8/120G version, which normally costs around 50,000 rupees. And also if you can wait till the Flipkart BBT sales, the iPhone 13 might also come around 40,000 rupees price range, so that might also be a good camera phone. But for now you can extend your budget and get the Xiaomi 14CV, or lower the budget and get the S23 FE, or wait till the BBT for the price drops on the iPhone 13 or the Samsung S23. And if you need a overall balanced and premium phone for the price, then the OnePlus 12R might be for you. It looks premium and also feels premium because of its superior build quality for the price. The display is also pretty good one, followed by the great battery life. But is the software is pretty decent for the price, nothing as great as before, and also the cameras are okayish at best or basically average, but will just work fine for most people out there. The 8/120G version of this phone costs around 40,000 rupees without any card discounts, and yeah, you can check out this phone. So these were my top picks under 35,000 rupees budget or 40,000 rupees, and make sure to like and subscribe if this video helped you and want more of such content. These are also other helpful videos you might want to watch, and till the next one, on. This was Vrideep. See you guys.